Welcome to Sports Life Talk.
Hey,
Cause this is Sports Life Talk.
hey,
You rock it with Sports Life Talk.
Life Talk.
Hot topics
Yeah.
with Sports Life Talk.
Come on.
So come and get you some Sports Life Talk.
Life.
They let us in the game, now we calling the shots. Things will never be the same, so
Yeah.
forget what you thought. Cause
Yeah.
life without sports ain't nothing but talk. Here we go now, finally a show that makes your heart pound. Profound, wonder what's running up through your thoughts now. About to drown our podcasts that be watered down. Tell them clowns it's a new era, and it's starting now. Five total strangers, the 5 Power Rangers, approaching Sports Life Talk from 5 different angles. Get ready for the change up. We done turned the flame up. The topics that we bring up, we about to blow this thing up. Yeah, let's get it cracking. KT the head coach and Miss Manhattan. Gemini Jones hold the throne, she be calling them out. Mr. United Surgeon B. Jones, I'm out to the south. From the cover athlete to the year of the week, we got what you need. We dropping what's hot in the streets, from copping new sneaks to locals popping, doing big things. When gossip and tea, like Kimberly, pour you a dream. Sports Life Talk, who is them? Went from not listening and now you're tuning in. If you feeling what you're hearing, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you for listening, let the show begin. Sports Life Talk, who is them? Went from not listening and now you're tuning in. If you feeling what you're hearing, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you for listening, now let the show begin.
Let's go. Let's give a round of applause for the dopest podcast. Sports Life Talk. Turn it up. Tell a friend. The revolution has begun, and it will be televised. Let's go.
All right, welcome to another episode of Sports Life Talk, where life without sports is just talk. On today's show, we have the mouth of the South, B. Jones.
Leveling it up.
Taking it to another level. And I'm the head coach, KT. Make sure you like and follow us on IG, Twitter, and Facebook at Sports Life Talk. You can watch our live stream show Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Central on our Sports Life Talk Facebook and YouTube page. All right, so this is SLT Collaboration 15, and today on the show we have Makiah Parker. She's a freshman at Timberview. So, Makiah, thank you for joining us today.
No problem.
Yeah, Makiah.
That was kind of dry. Give us a little bit more
Yeah,
of that.
Makiah.
See, that's the energy that we need today. Okay, so like I mentioned, Makiah, you run for Timberview, but we're going to jump right into this thing, okay? So in order for you to become an official member of the SLT Nation, you got to give us your top 5 music artists.
All right. So number 1 is J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Juice WRLD, and Wale.
Wale, I think that's a new one, isn't it, B. Jones?
Yeah, I don't think we've ever had Wale.
We never had Wale. Go ahead, B.
No. What was the fourth one? She said Kendrick
Juice
Lamar, Juice WRLD. We've never had Juice WRLD. I know for a fact we've never had Juice WRLD.
I listen to a little bit of everybody.
I could tell you seem kind of eclectic. You seem like that. Now, do you listen to strictly hip hop, or is it other like types of music? Like, have you checked out some of that country or some alternative or anything?
No.
Tell him, Makai, we don't do country around here.
The only close to country song I ever listened to was Old Town Road.
Old Town Road. I knew that's what you were going to say.
Yeah, that's everybody go to right there. All right, so tell us your favorite sports teams, Makiah.
Baltimore Ravens, football.
Hey, they beastly. You picked the Super Bowl contender.
Yeah, I always been a fan of them from day one. So,
are you guys from Baltimore? Or what attracted you to become a fan of the Ravens?
When I was younger, I used to watch the games with my dad, and it started growing on me. So I'm a down to earth fan now.
Who's your dad's favorite team?
Baltimore Ravens.
All right, okay, so you're a daddy's girl.
Hold up, Makai, where are y'all from? Aren't y'all? Where are y'all from?
I'm from Killeen, Texas.
Okay,
now hold up. Before we ask that next question, B. Jones, how are you from Killeen, Texas? And you are a Baltimore Ravens fan. When you have a team that's in Arlington, Texas right now, representing the star America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. Please explain that to me before we move on.
So my dad is from Maryland, so that's how.
Oh, okay.
And on that note, I am quiet, Makiah. You shut me up.
Hats off to him. So So Makiah, so you run for the North Texas Jackrabbits, correct?
Yes, that is
And
right.
you're a freshman at Timberview. Am I correct at this? Now Timberview, what is that? Mansfield, Texas.
Yeah, it is. It's Mansfield.
So I'm assuming that puts you right at about that 14-year-old range.
Oh, I'm 15.
15. Okay. And how long have you been running track?
Let me see. Probably like 7 or 8 years.
Okay, so tell us the story of how this phenom known as Makiah Parker got into running track. What made you fall in love with it?
Because when I was younger, I was just really going around from different sport to sport. I went from cheerleading to soccer, and at soccer practice, I was always the fastest kid during drills. And I didn't really like soccer that much because our team was pretty bad. So I ended up quitting. And my dad, he introduced me to track because he saw, the natural speed I had, and he gave me a shot at it. And ever since then, I stick to it.
Now I'm starting to notice, Kevin, and I noticed you probably had noticed there's kind of a line between soccer and track. Have you noticed that? Like
Yeah.
soccer kids run track and track kids play soccer. I don't know, maybe there's some kind of correlation to that.
Yeah, but on that, B. Jones, most of the soccer players, they make great cross-country runners.
Yeah, you need
You
a
trying
lot
to
of
recruit?
endurance.
What's that?
You trying to recruit Makai to do cross country, Kevin? Like
No,
you
if
do
I'm
everybody?
not mistaken, Makai is already trying cross-country.
I'm already in cross country.
Yeah, she's already in it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well, tell us a little bit about your organization, and we're going to talk about some of your events and what you run here in a second. So tell us about North Texas Jackrabbits.
North Texas Jackrabbits was a really great team. That was the first team I joined since being here in Texas. I made a lot of great people there. Yeah, it was just a really great experience. I
How
really
did
liked
you
the team.
How did you get linked up with those guys?
Oh, I
Is
don't
it
know.
something your dad put you with them, or
Yeah.
did you
Yeah, he
get
put me in
recruited?
them.
Okay, so it wasn't like a recruitment process or anything like that.
No.
Okay.
I went to
okay.
the tryouts.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, you said Timberview. Isn't that where Aaliyah Johnson goes? Is she at Timberview as well? Because I know she's in Mansfield.
I'm not sure. I don't think she is.
Okay.
I know, but
Well,
I tell you what, Kev. I know that's a football school though. Mansfield
Yeah, it
Timberview
is.
put out some good football players, so I know it's some athletes at the school. So I'm assuming if she running track for Mansfield, she's around some Jackrabbits there.
yeah, I think Aaliyah's
Yeah.
at Mansfield High School. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so Makai, tell us about the events you run and what are accomplishments that you are most proud of.
The events I run, I'm currently running is the 400 and the 800, and then a little bit of the 2 here and there going into the season.
The
So as far as
400 and
accomplishment,
800.
yeah, the 400, that's the race there.
That's the race, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is.
What's your fastest 400?
A 58.
Hey, that's pretty salty. That
Yeah.
mean if you could keep that, you can't keep it up that same rate for 4 laps, but that's probably a 5-minute mile. At that pace.
Yeah. I mean, it could be.
Yeah, it's less than a 5-minute mile at that pace, but I know you're gonna slow down eventually, because you can't sprint like that for a whole 1600. But that 800 now, that's a dog too, huh? 2 laps.
Yeah, that's 2 laps.
Yeah, the 2 laps is like pretty much a sprint. There's really no pacing.
Oh, the 2 laps is you still sprinting the whole 2 laps? So
You're
you
breaking
still
up. I can't really.
my bad. So are you sprinting the full 2 laps?
You pretty much are, because you want to put up a good first lap and get
Okay.
yourself in position. Yeah.
And that's where
Okay.
that cross country come in handy because you got that stamina already because you got to run 2 straight
Yeah.
miles. Well, in high school, it's more than 2 miles. So, yeah. So
Yeah, I'm
tell-
currently doing 4 miles.
Yeah, so that's nothing for you.
All right. So since you're running at a competitive level, and it sounds like you're now in the high school and you're running an AAU type organization. So do you still love running? Is it more of is it something you get up for? Or is it kind of like it becomes a labor intensive chore sometime?
If I didn't like it, I wouldn't be doing it right now.
Okay. All right.
All right, so how do you balance school and track, and what does your typical day look like?
Well, from balancing from work and track, you pretty much need to manage your time well. Like when the assignment is given to me that day, I finish the assignment that day because I know I'm gonna be tired when I get back from school, and it's gonna be a struggle for me to try to do it. Yeah.
Now you said work. Now are you working a part-time job
I
too?
mean, I mean schoolwork.
Oh,
Okay.
I was like, hold
Yeah,
up now.
schoolwork.
Your plate is too full with track and you trying to work?
Yeah, I meant schoolwork.
All right, so you just told us you got this grueling schedule. You're getting up at the crack. You having to
Yeah.
keep the grades up. You're doing homework. So what motivates Makiah Parker?
Um, I really just motivate myself being the best that I can be. You know, I'm always trying to push the limits because I don't just want to settle for what I have now. I always want to push to be better. Yeah.
Okay, just pushing it, taking it to that next level. All
Yeah.
right, so now what is your biggest accomplishment? I know you talked about some of the events. Have you won any big events or anything like that?
My so far my best accomplishment is making it to the 400-meter finals in Florida in Junior Olympics and PRing with the 58. It was a really big accomplishment because that was really during the pandemic. We was really working on speed, and for me to drop a lot of time during that pandemic, it was pretty good. So
The Junior
yeah,
Olympics. Wow.
Yeah, we heard about
yeah,
that before, right? From the Crook
Yeah.
sisters.
Are you going to be in Los Angeles in 2028?
maybe I don't know.
All right.
No, Makai, you should say, yes, I'm going to be there. You're going to win the gold medal. And you're going to say, hey, shout out to Sports Life Talk.
Always
All
set
that
your
good
goals
stuff.
high.
Oh, yes, that's what you need to do. All right, so who do you model your track style after?
For my 400, I model most after Alex and Felix. She runs really smooth. It doesn't look like she's straining at all. And, you know, that's how pretty much I run, comparing myself to her. For my 800, I run like Sammy Watson. It's like she's really under control. You never see her breaking form. I just think they're really both great runners.
So
Okay,
you sound like
go ahead, B.
no, I was gonna say she sound like a student of the game, Kev. Sound like she looking into some of these big time runners. So she's just not a sprinter. Now,
Yeah, with the Alice and Felix, do you have like a nice little stride? Because, her legs, those legs are moving.
Yeah.
So, okay, I got you. Well, just to let you know, Makai, I am a track coach too, and I coach cross country. So just having the track athletes on is just a beautiful thing. So how many cross country meets have you done so far?
So far I done two.
How did you do in those?
I did pretty good. The competition, you know, was pretty good. Comparing from middle school, there's definitely more competition in high school, you know. I'm not always front running it. It's different. There's more competition. So
Yeah.
definitely used to challenges though. So it's not a big surprise to me.
Yeah. But
now, no, I'm sorry, Kev.
I was say 4 miles compared to the middle school too. That's a huge difference.
So
yeah,
when
you
y'all,
definitely.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
you
say, so
definitely
when
have to
y'all do
be.
that cross country, y'all literally go 4 miles, Kev, in Makiah? You run 4 miles at a time?
Well, not every single day, because each day is something different. So let's say one day we'll do a fast-paced 2 mile, then the next day we'll do a recovery 3 mile. So it's just like that throughout the week. And
Yeah,
then
B.
on
Jones,
weekends, it's usually our longer run.
B. Jones, that cross country is a monster too, man.
Now, Kev, did you used to run cross country when you was back at school?
Nah.
I want you to race. I want you to race Makiah, man. Hey,
Makai, okay, if Makai gives me a 50-yard head start, I'll race her. If she's not gonna give me that, then no way I'm racing you. No.
Makiah,
I'll let you.
Kevin be gassing him, Makiah. He swear he can run.
I mean, at least he's confident in himself. I mean,
No, Makai, he's not telling the truth. I'm confident that I can beat another young lady that we have on this show. Anybody else? No, I'm not even putting myself in that position.
All right,
have
Kev.
you beat anybody like that been on the show? Have you beat any of them or ran them in a race or raced them?
Hold on, Makai. First of all, I'm not racing. Like, we had the Crook sisters, and they're in Indiana. I'm not racing them. We had the Leah Johnson, who's also a freshman, who you probably will face pretty soon. I'm not racing her, and now we have you on the show. I'm not racing you, so you don't have to worry about that.
All
All
right.
right. All right, so you seem like you got a fun, energetic kind of energy about yourself, and
Yeah.
you definitely take a lot of things serious and you focus. So, what is the key to your success? What do you do to stay focused and eliminate these distractions, Makiah?
Usually, what I do is I block out all distractions. I always think of the positive outcomes before I race because it's really about your mindset. If you think negative, then your body's going to be focused on what could possibly happen in the race, and you're not going to be totally tuned in. So the key to running a good race is all about your mindset.
And being fast too. There you
Now,
go.
what kind of different mindset do you have when you're approaching a 400 versus 800 or versus a cross country? Because I'm thinking the pain difference on 800 to a 400 is unreal. I'm like straight up burn for 2 laps. That's like 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Well, for cross country, it's a different mindset. You want to get out and get in position because you do not want to get kicked or knocked over because people will do that. They will try to knock you down.
Hey, they throw them
And
bows too.
Yeah. So it's really about getting out of that crowd before you don't want to get sucked in it. It's just, you don't want to do that. I think for the 400, it's more of an aggressive and intense race because you don't have a lot of time to really sit back at all. That first 200, you're just going to have to fly it. And then last 200, it's really all heart.
Well, I tell you what, Makai, I can tell you after your illustrious Olympic 6 gold medal career, I can tell you're gonna be a coach because you kind of got that vernacular. Kevin, do you see the coach in her somewhere down the line?
Yes, I do. I was about to. Can you give me some pointers on things? Because when we teach the 400, Makiah, we teach that you run that first 100 really aggressive. That the curve. Then we're on the 200. It's more of a stride, but you're still sprinting. And then the last 150 is when you give it your all. But I see that you do it that last 200.
Yeah, it's really no letting off the gas. As soon as you're out, you can't slow down. You don't have the time to.
And see, that's why I'm a middle school coach and not high school. So yeah. All right. So tell us more about you on a personal level.
I like to read, cook. My favorite chips are Takis. They're not really good for you, but I mean, I barely eat them anyway.
Wait, Makai, you not eat them during season, I know.
No, I don't eat them.
Okay,
Kevin, man, you gotta stop. Kevin reprimand everybody to come on eating Takis, man. I'm gonna tell you this: if they between the age of 13 and 24, they gonna be eating Takis left and right. My daughter probably got a satchel of Takis in there right now, man.
But you do know that Takis, they're bad for your focus. It's a chemical in there that messes with you where it's hard for you to focus. It's like a mega red or something like that. Yeah, that's why I say stay away from Takis.
Aaliyah, go eat your Takis. Makiah, go eat your Takis.
I mean, if I ever do have a bag of Takis, they're earned. I just don't go in the store and pick them and put them in the cart. I mean, they're earned.
So what give me something that you would do to earn you a bag of Takis?
Putting up a good time or race.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm about to talk to your dad about this. We gonna get these Takis out your system.
Well, since Kevin is touching on how we fuel our bodies, I know it's very important to stay aerodynamic and lean. So tell me a little bit about some of your favorite meals. Give me if it's a track meet on a Saturday, what are you eating on Thursday night and Friday night? And what do you prefer to eat?
I usually eat pasta because it's a good energy source.
Well, what about non-track? Just like, what is your favorite meal that moms or pops can put down in the kitchen?
Seafood boils.
Seafood boil. All right. Now, that's a Baltimore thing. You know that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She brought that straight from the wire.
With that said, Makiah, the next one that y'all have, I know we're going to get an invite, correct?
I mean...
Hey, we'll wear masks. I'll wait outside. Fix me a plate. I'll wait outside for it,
All right, I'll just put it on the porch.
Do they put the sausage? Do they put the sausage and the corn and the potatoes with it though, Makiah?
Yeah.
All right. We on our way.
Yeah, you definitely got to tell us that. Okay, you said that you like to cook. What is your favorite cooked meal?
I don't know. I cook a lot of stuff. I don't really have a favorite. I just like cooking in general.
Okay, so I'll phrase it like this: if Alice and Felix came to your house and you needed to get a go-to meal to serve to her, what would it be?
Steak and shrimp.
Hold on now, you making steak and shrimp too?
Yeah, I know how to make steak and shrimp. You can steam them, put them in the pan, stuff like that.
We definitely gonna talk to your dad once this is over.
For real.
We will be coming to Mansfield for seafood and steak.
You definitely got
All
my
right.
interest. You piqued my interest. I'm curious about the steak and shrimp and the seafood boil. And I'm a big dude, so.
All right, so
And look at her,
Makai,
Kevin. She's staying hydrated and everything. Even though the show on, she's staying hydrated. I love it.
But you know what's
I love
funny
it.
about that, B. Jones? Everybody that we've had on track stars, pasta. They've all said pasta when we said that.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
All right, so out of all of the exercises and training that you do, what do you consider your favorite?
I like sprinting, hill sprints, quick agility drills, stuff like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Now we're in a day and age, unfortunately, to which these little black mirrors take all of our attention, right? So now you a big TikToker, or what's your favorite media site, social media site?
Yeah, I don't have TikTok.
Oh,
Excuse me?
Excuse us?
Yeah.
I mean, there's certain reasons, but yeah, I just don't have TikTok.
Well, I tell you what, I think you the first person that came on here, old or young. I mean, everybody seems to have TikTok. I don't have TikTok either, but I live vicariously through my daughter with the TikTok. So I'm assuming you don't know Renegade and you don't know any of the Savage and all of those little dances.
No, my friends tried teaching them to me. I didn't really get it down like that.
All right, well we're not gonna embarrass you. We typically
No, you're not embarrassing me.
We're gonna try to get you to do it. That's what we normally do.
Yeah.
She like, nah, I'm good.
All right. So, but what social media sites are you on?
Instagram.
IG. Who's your favorite person that you follow on IG?
Muna Lee.
Who is that?
And Muna Lee and Sammy Watson.
I don't know Bruno Lee. Okay. Are they track stars?
Yeah, they are.
What's the most famous person that never liked one of your posts?
Sammy Watson?
Really? All right.
Yeah.
So you might be able to slide, go into the DM and talk up a conversation, get some tips, get some pointers.
Never know.
Never know.
No, what you talking about, B. Jones? She gonna be giving them pointers. What you talking about?
I know, right? All right. So, well, I was gonna say,
ahead,
what kind of music you listening to? Like, if you have a track playlist like before meet, you got some music
No, I
in your
don't.
ear. Okay. Well, what do
I
you?
don't really listen to music before I run.
So how do you kind of get focused in and locked into it for a track meet?
I kind of really isolate myself from big crowds and, distractions because I really want to be tuned in. I don't want to be thinking about, oh, I wonder what's for dinner. Like, you really want to be tuned in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can tell that you're definitely focused.
Yeah, you focus. I like it.
Yeah.
I love it. 2028, here we come. I'm finna book me a hotel room right now, Kevin.
Hey, book one for both of us. All right, so we want to thank Makiah Parker for joining us and becoming an official member of the SLT Nation and family. We want to thank you for listening to another episode of Sports Life Talk, where life without sports is just talk. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe to Sports Life Talk on all of our social media platforms. And remember to tell a friend to check us out. And thank you, Makiah, for joining us.
Hey, Makiah,
problem.
we really appreciate you coming in. These collaborations have been a gift. I can't now. Tell us when the next place, one where we can find you, and then also when the next time you're gonna run, so me and Kevin can put on our mask and our hazmat suits, and we can come out there and try to see you run.
Well, I guess I'll give you a hint. I'm going to be overseas.
Well, I think it's gonna take more than the hazmat. We're gonna need a cape. We're gonna need a cape to get overseas. I'm gonna need so. All right. So, what are you running in a big like a global competition? You can't tell the SLT Nation.
Oh, I'm actually going to be moving.
What? When are y'all moving?
Yep. November.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad we were able to get you on early. We're going to have to get you back. They got internet overseas. They got
Yeah.
internet overseas, so we can get you back on here and we can keep up with you. You nervous about running against overseas type talent?
No, I'm actually excited.
Okay.
All right, so
We're
Makai,
definitely close.
give us your Instagram handle so people can follow you.
My Instagram is Makiah_Parker2 2024.
All right, so SLT Nation, make sure you go follow her, and we'll make sure to keep in touch with you. Okay.
Overseas.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Makai.
You're
Yeet.
welcome.